This video is going to walk you through how to set up Google Sites and what it can look like for you. So big things here is if you use a different platform, Google Sites is really nice to make your own virtual textbook is because you can put your own information in there. You can make it personalized to what you need, tailored to what you want. And if you use a different platform such as Google Classroom or a different one as well, where people submit or your students submit their work, have discussion boards, grade, things like that. That's awesome. This just helps clean it up a bit. So they actually have a textbook, but it's virtual that they can go to and you can personalize it. So this is what it can look like for you. This is very basic in front here. I'm on Unit 1 here, and here I put my buttons here to different assignments. So they click on it and it'll take them to the assignment, and I use Google Docs for this. So for example, lab safety note sheet COVID-19 and extension. So if they click on this, it will take them to the document I want them to have. Then what you can do is you can create your lessons here, and you can see some different lessons, and it's really nice because you can really tailor it to what you want them to see. So you don't have extra and it's not cumbersome. So let's say you want a short little lesson, you can make it short. You can add to it, which is the beautiful part. So let's go through how to set this up. So first of all, you do need a Google account. So once you have your Google account, you're going to come up to this little area up here, these little boxes, and you're going to hit Drive. And then you want to hit New, and you want to hit More, and you want to hit Google Sites. So first thing is you need to come up with some sort of name for your page. So I'm going to type in practice page, and then practice page. And what's really nice is I'm going to come up here, click here, automatically goes in. And then right off the bat, I want to publish this. So every time you make a change, you will actually publish it. Because if you don't publish it, then the changes won't be updated. But you want to publish it, and it just sometimes takes a minute here. So it's loading it. And I'm going to make this practice page. But it's already taken, so I might add a couple things to it. So publish. Next, here's your website. It's ready to go. So things you can do, let's say you want to view what it looks like. You can do a preview, and you can actually see what it looks like in the phone mode, the tablet, or your computer, which is really nice. And after you view what it's going to look like, you can exit out and go back to editing. Other things up here, if you want to share this link or post it in your website or wherever you have your content you want it, you can click here and you can copy the link and post that link wherever you want it. You can also share with others. So let's say there's somebody you want to share with, you can actually go in and share with somebody else. Other things, you can do things here. You can duplicate the site. Let's say you have your master's copy, but you want to make a duplicate of that. So maybe you have your 2020, 2021, 2022 changes, but you have your original as well. That's really nice. And then the publish, of course, every time you make updates, you publish. So what else can we do with this? Well, once you have your page all set up, you want to create your theme. So I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to choose green or purple or whatever you want to do. So choose whichever thing you want here. Next, pages. This is where you create your units. So I'm going to create unit 1. Done. Unit 2. Done. And then I create all my units. And then if I click on this, I can click these little 3 buttons, my little snowman here I call it, and I can add a subpage. So unit 1, lesson 1. Can do that again. Add subpage 1.2. And then you can always put a name here too if you want to make it more specific. And then let's say you make a mistake. So you can click here and I can go to properties and change the name if I need to change it. Also, let's say, oh my goodness, this is in the wrong spot. You can move this around to wherever you want it. And then back up. So wherever you need it to be put. So you create this, it's all set up. Now you start inserting your material. So you can insert text boxes, so you can type here, and you can change things, the header. So let's say I want title, heading. There's a ton of options here, bold, italics, how do you want it aligned? You can trash it, insert a link if you want a link as well. Other things, let's say you want to split things up, you can actually change the emphasis on it. So every time you do this, there's a couple options here. You can put an image in using this, upload or select an image. You can duplicate it, that section. You can trash it. You can insert images. You can embed things. So if there's something you want to embed, you can insert something from your drive. And they have a couple layouts for you ready to go, where you can insert by hitting plus and upload your picture, your YouTube video, and what you want in there. So they have pre-made ones, but keep in mind, any of these pre-made ones, you can actually move them around and make it how you want it. Then there's some really good goodies down here. There's the collapsible text. I really like this. This is new this year. And what I like about this is you can type a question here, and this is really great practice for your students. Put the answer here. I want to show you what this looks like. So I'm going to go to publish. I want to publish this new stuff, and I want to preview it. So this is probably one of my favorite new things that they have is you come down here and they click here and they can actually see the answer. So type a question, answer by clicking this little arrow. So it's great practice for your students. So next I'm going to come back here. Other things, table of contents, don't really use this. It gets a little cumbersome, but you do have this. Image carousel. This is really nice because you can upload images. So it's like a note card. So maybe you ask a question and you want to show work that you created, let's say Microsoft Word or on a PowerPoint, you put that work in and you want to show them what it looks like. That's really great there as well. Big thing about the image carousel, make sure you have the exact same size for every single picture that you put in there. If not, it messes up with how it will go in and what will show. So what I do is I create a PowerPoint slide. I put all my information in there for each picture I want to put in this image carousel. And then what I do is I take a screenshot of just that PowerPoint slide so I know every picture is the same size. You can do buttons. This is really nice. So instead of inserting a huge link, you just have a simple button. There's a divider just to split it up a little bit better and just split things up. Placeholder, let's say you know you want something there, maybe it's a picture, but you don't know what you want it to be yet. You can insert a YouTube video, so this is really nice. You can search or upload. Another really nice thing about that is, let's say you use a different website, you can actually copy a website in. You just copy the link in, and to do this, what you can do is you grab the link and you just paste it in. And you can choose preview is one idea, or you can actually have the full website. So if it's a website that will allow you to show the entire website, it pops up. And that is similar to if I come here and go to good research, you can actually see the website right in here. So you don't have to have multiple links. You can plop the website right in there as well if the website allows it. Other things really nice is, let's say you have a calendar, a class calendar created in Google for your Google account. You can put this in here so your students on the homepage is beautiful. They can see what you're doing every day or what the expectations are. Google Maps, you can insert those. Documents. So if you have a really nice document set up, because you want to keep it pretty, looking good, you can actually just insert your document for your students to see. I always recommend putting the link in as well. So I always put the link in. So my students, if it's not working for some reason, they can get to it. And the same thing with Google Docs. Let's say you have Google Slides or Google Sheets, Google Forms or Google Charts all set up. You can insert that as well. So if I go here, you can see that I can insert other things as well. So website, Google Form, right in there, ready to go. A couple of other little goodies. So when we added these pages here, you can do this plus, you can do a new link. So let's say you do have a Google Classroom or different platform you're using and you want students to be able to go from the textbook back to the other platform. You can actually put in here, let's say Google Classroom. So they can click on this and go right back. And then you grab your link. So I'm going to come here, grab my link for it. I'm going to share it, put it in here, and done. So when you publish the new material, and you see how this is done, so wherever you put it, in this case it's under here, Google Classroom, it'll take them right to the other site that you want them to be at. Lastly, let's say you want to unpublish this for any reason, you can go here and click unpublish. And then unpublish site, the site will no longer be live. Got it. If there's any reason you need to, you can always republish it if need be.